If your group likes to stand a million miles away from you, ranged heal extension is a nice crutch to have. However, you should always try to be close to your healer to make your life easier. In this clip, the hunter was too far away to make use of my AoE heals before he died to a puddle. I look around to locate where he was. In that time, the second hunter gets within range so I can heal her. I use a run speed buff to help people move from the puddles, but it was too late for this roomkeeper, so I move on. Staying in range of the healer is crucial. In fact, it's expected of you. Running across the arena to heal someone wastes time, and if the healer is struggling to keep you alive, you put pressure on the whole group. I rezzed the roomkeeper, but he didn't appreciate the life he was given, so he died again. Right now, we're out of rezzes and a storm surge is about to hit. Some people aren't within range of my AoE. You can see I have to rely on the single target heals for the hunter. The Lawmaster was in a good place though. Well done. Wakey wakey! You think this is some sort of cutesy, wholesome type of video? You expected some sort of softly spoken guide that affirms your pathetic lack of group coordination with some basic bitch tips? God damn it! Get with the program! Healers aren't your buddy bottom heel slut smoking pipe weeds while bending over to serve you. We are hardened warriors! We judge you on a day-to-day basis, and don't you forget it. So, come to Grot, maggots. You will learn by the numbers and I will teach you. Wipe that dull, disaffected, sleep-deprived look off your stupid face and fix your posture. This is real gamer hours. The healer is the god of life and death, and as such, you must pay tribute to them from time to time. When playing in groups, you are working as a team. I've hard carried people who never appreciate the fragility of their supple morale pools by moving heaven and earth to keep them alive with a barrage of non-stop medical aid. Is this fun? Sometimes. But there will always be runs where I'm asking myself, what the hell is my group doing? So please, I beg of you, be a team player. Help the healer help you. Don't feel too pressured to be perfect. A competent healer will keep you alive even when some mistakes are made. They can recover you from death and they can protect you from harm. That's their job. But some mistakes can't be wiped clean. In many instances, you will find mechanics that are designed to punish the group if you're not paying attention. A good example of this is the second boss on Tombs of Nurgenbar. I think you know where this is going. Ow! The spikes are a simple movement check that requires every player to be aware of their positioning in the fight. Ow. As I said before, mistakes do happen and most people have the mitts to survive a single hit from them, and a healer can quite easily get you back to full health as soon as it's safe to do so. This is an example of a small mistake that the healer can easily counter. However, if you are caught in the middle of spikes and you're still trying to move from them, you will take a lot more damage as the spikes will tick several times. This can one-shot a tank, so be careful, you dipshit. You can ping that on Lotro's jank and I wouldn't disagree. But the point here is while the spikes are a persistent threat in this fight, every player is able to avoid them, so do so. Another mechanic that synergizes with the spikes is a small puddle that drops their tank. The puddle starts doing damage on their own, but it does slow players down. It's the tank's responsibility to be positioned in a place where you can stack them so they don't all over the arena. If you're stuck with it, people may be stuck halfway in a puddle, or they stand spikes and fail their asses. Protect your balls! And finally, there's another movement check in the fight, rising pressure. You have about 5 seconds to move to the group before you release an AoE explosion. This bomb will do more damage if you're near people. When someone drops a bomb in the middle of the group, suddenly the healer has several people to heal up. Pair this with spikes, bad puddle placement, and random attacks, and it can quickly become a cascading effect that causes wipes. With these mechanics, everyone in the group has a shared responsibility of self-preservation. Shared responsibility of self-preservation, wow. The healer can do a lot to prevent wipes. But if you are constantly messing up mechanics, if you're constantly finding yourself randomly one-shotted, consider the mechanics and you will make your next attempt smoother. Also, I cannot stress this enough. Don't be afraid to ask questions if you're unsure about a certain mechanic or strategy. A team works together. There is no I in team. So, please communicate with your group. Alright, enough of the cancerous memes. Let's get to it. Lotro's community is usually very supportive, and the same can be said in group runs. Experienced players will almost always explain mechanics, and a good leader will be very perceptive to what's going on. They may be able to spot things you miss. In other words, they are your eyes in the sky. In more difficult runs, good communication is key. I advocate using voice communication, and no, not the in-game voice.
It's so bad that it won't even tell me I'm speaking. Like, you know when you press push to talk, it goes red? Like, it won't even tell
Because
me
it's
that.
ass, and nobody uses it. There exists a program so universally useful to gamers, so immune to controversy. A place where everyone is completely normal, and every server is a bastion of morality. You should consider using it if you plan to dip into any harder content. Most raid groups and kins will organise through this fucking bloated ass thing, and you may as well get with the times, Gramps. Don't worry, I'm sure your toaster can handle it. Oh, and by the way, if any of you still use TeamSpeak or God forbid Skype, let me know, I'm actually really curious. Voice or no, good communication is important for group cohesion. How many runs have you been in where everyone is just silent and there's zero coordination going on? It's like playing with actual NPCs, man. Leave that mute single-player gameplay to your solo questing. MMOs are a social experience, goddammit, and Lotro is no exception. But why does communication benefit a healer? Your video is shit, and you have no fans. I don't get it. Good question, and I know you asked it. It's pretty simple. You can call out to the group if there's a problem. For example, if you've taken aggro, or you've taken a lot of damage and you've burnt through all your self-heals. Whoa, what's that? Self-heals? For the love of tits, use your heals. Every class has at least one. As I said, healers aren't there to wipe your bottom without compensation. Your ass may be on their wall, but they don't have to polish it.
If you are too far from the healer, I will put you in the compilation and you will be made fun of.
Everyone has the ability to keep themselves alive to an extent. Communication is key for survival. From the DPS changing targets to the tank aggro coordination. You honestly do wonders for the healer by giving a quick shout out if you need a top up and you're anticipating some hits. Just don't piss them off by being needy, okay? Most healers aren't blind. But it doesn't hurt to just talk to your group. This way you build a rapport. It's actually a pretty good way of making friends.
Youch! There you go.
It really says a lot about us when I have aggro with 45k DPS.
Bruh.
As for healer, you can also do things to help your group. Don't just stand there like a moron spamming heals on a tank when everyone else is burning around you. Keep people topped up. Use your eyes. Call out for certain AoE mechanics or when you pop something potent like Core to Greatness on Minstrel. Or by some odd chance, if you're out of power, in the year of our Lord 2025, did you know, Lore Masters can actually restore power. Interesting little fact I just thought you'd like to know. But most importantly, turn theory into practice. Get out there and heal. You will never stop improving. I believe in you.